We just finished testing the Sanpan 2500 CB, which stands for center bar. Now this is Sanpan's all-new entertainment package, and it's really sporty too, powered by a Yamaha 150. Gave us pretty good performance on plane in 3.4 seconds to 30 miles an hour in 10 seconds with a top speed of 35.7 miles an hour. This corners really well. Let's head back to the dock and check out some of the features of this boat. Bob, we're about a bottle of Stag's Leap and a deck of cards away from perfection here.
I think we're pretty close, especially when sitting here at this beautiful table, and we need a couple of extra people. Maybe we can find somebody on a dock who wants to try a round of cards with us tonight.
Nice. I love this here.
Yeah, thank you. This is a great little extra counter space, and this is all backlit LED blue at night, and we've got a great cup holder that we designed at Godfrey, by the way, and that's our theory on it, to just kind of hold everything in place. And you can also set cups on there as well as stem wineware. And it's just a great setup back here. This has been an extremely popular boat for us. Last year in an aqua patio, and our dealers just decided that it needed to be a little bit higher end, a little more luxurious. The customers were wanting a little bit fancier boat, so we brought it out as a Sanpan this year, and it's really done well for us.
That's nice. I like you have the grill back here, so you don't even have to leave. You can just spin, get the hors d'oeuvres off, put it on the table without even moving.
We've got everything right here, and notice we've got double canopies on this boat, so they can be connected, which gives you a tremendous amount of coverage from the sun. But also, you can just have this back one out. And when we designed this, our dealers on the West Coast especially said, you know, we're going to have some sun cover protection in the back. And so we put this little short canopy on it, and this is all standard equipment on this boat. So it gives you sort of a great sun coverage, but it also gives you the ability to just sit underneath the table back here, underneath the canopy at the table, and just kind of get out of the sun and still have sun in the front if that's what people want to do.
Well, you know, I love this boat. It has all these different zones. Let's go to the middle zone.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, piloting a pontoon boat can be sometimes a really lonely occupation, but not on this boat.
Well, the neat thing about this boat is you've got some very well-defined zones in this boat. You've got your table, sort of picnic area in the back, you've got a cruising area in the front, and then you've got some beautiful large sun lounge up in front, so you can lay out. Everybody can sort of find a place they want to be in this boat. And this boat's rated for 16 people, and we really designed the boat to sit 16 people, which a lot of manufacturers don't. So we have very well-defined areas for people to sit in this boat, and it's extremely comfortable. I think this seating is just unbelievably plush and comfortable. It's all suspension seating, and that's why it's so comfortable.
Well, you know, Bob, a lot of manufacturers are content with that white plastic flying saucer. I see we've evolved a little bit from that concept.
We have evolved a little bit from that. This is a Sanpan. This is the top of the line, and that just wouldn't work for us. We needed a table that represented what Sanpan was all about. Sturdy double leg table, flat matte finish on it, gives you that real high-end look to it. It's just the best we could do with the style. Gives you more of an aisleway to it, and a flat round table just wouldn't work in this boat.
Well, this wood is really realistic, and I like how you've incorporated that at the helm too.
Right, we felt that sort of shiny, plasticky look just didn't fit on a boat the level of a Sanpan. So this is a matte finish throughout, and of course, the helm of a Sanpan only comes one way. We have the Garmin Echo Map 50 on the front, full color GPS standard equipment. The Sony system, which is driving our Bluetooth sound system throughout, and of course, everywhere you look on the Sanpan is blue LED lighting. Master power switch, which is great, so when you do leave that boat at the end of the night, you hit that one switch, you know you're not coming back to a dead battery.
Right.
And the other thing I think that a lot of manufacturers don't do and should is we have a battery condition gauge on this boat. And these big boats are drawing a lot of amps, sitting in a sandbar with these big sound systems will drain the batteries down. So just like a fuel gauge, the battery gauge is telling us how much battery reserve we have left and when we need to start that engine up and charge that battery.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want at the end of the day.
It sure is. It can ruin a fun day if the battery's dead.
Right. This
boat is standard with dual batteries, with a master switch, with an isolator. So once you start that engine, it's going to charge whichever battery's the weakest.
Nice. Well, let's check out the forward zone and see how they're doing up there.
All right, let's go.
Well, I wonder what the poor folks are doing back in zones 2 and 3 back there. We're doing okay up here.
We're doing great up here. I think they're having a good time, though. They sound like it, but I'm always good as long as I can get somebody else to drive. And then the other nice thing about this Sanpan 2 is this boat has complete surround sound system on it. It's got 13 speakers on it. It's got a 10-inch subwoofer powered by a 750-watt amplifier. So anywhere we go on this boat, we're going to be surrounded with whatever music we choose to listen to tonight.
Well, you know, in most pontoons, everything's kind of aimed towards the middle, and this is catching everybody.
We really designed the sound system. We brought in some sound engineers. Every one of these speakers has got a modulator behind it that's tuned for frequency for the zones in the boat. And it's just a beautiful sound system on it. Of course, it's all Bluetooth. This level boat, everything we do, you can sit up here and run everything right from your smartphone.
That's nice. All we need is a driver, and we're ready for the sunset here.
I think so. I think we need a driver and some folks to play cards with later, and I think we could go for a nice ride tonight.
Sweet. For more information on the Sanpan 2500 CB and other great boats, go to boatingworld.com. I'm Alan Jones, and we'll see you out on the water.